Okay, Assalamualaikum. So for today, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sabrina Aisha, and today we will interview our alumni, which is who is Miss Zukrina, or more familiar with Nuza, Miss Nuza. For our topic today, we would like to talk about the career. So career is the process and action that take by a person throughout the lifetime that is usually related to the person occupation. A career composed of the job held, title earned, or work accomplished over a long period of time. Therefore, a career is not a destination, it's a journey. So for today, we would like to welcome our alumni student from MSU who already graduated and start her career as an optometrist. Thank you, Miss, for joining me today. So how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you.
So can we start our interview today?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So we'll start with the first question. Can you tell a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Nurul Zukrina Arina binti Zulkifli. People have known me short for Nuza. So my expected graduated year is on August 2021. And it has been 1 year since the last time I'm working as a part-time optometrist, not to mention that I have been working at several places such as Vista Eye Specialist Bangsa South, MSU Eye Center, as well as Locum Optometrist at Mata Optometrist Puncak Alam.
Quite a lot
Okay.
of place that you're working now.
Yeah.
So why did you choose this career? What criteria of this career that you think suitable for you, for your personality?
Why did I choose this career? Okay,
Yeah.
this is quite a tricky question. Well, actually, there has been a lot of misconceptions and myth spreading throughout the community, even up until now. And it can be as simple as wearing glasses can make your vision worse. So they don't wear glasses, believing in that statement. And we can see the pattern of the communities, especially in Malaysia themselves. People tend to easily believe more in testimonies more than scientific evidence in vision care and treatments. Well, generally, I chose this career to create awareness regarding care and also the existence of optometry itself to the community.
So it's look like that you more love to having a social activity with others.
Yes, yes. So social actions to, just simply say to them, no, this is not right. The real thing is this. Yes, something like that.
It's quite good. So for the next question, what are your biggest strength and weakness that you think help you to keep developing your career as an optometrist?
I have always been admitting to myself that my skills in communicating with people has always been my weakness ever since I was a kid. And simply put, I'm good at interacting with people. Well, despite that being my weakness, it has been like some sort of one of my biggest strengths from what I heard, especially from my colleagues, my friends, and educators as well. In simpler words, it can be both my source of strength and my weakness, depending on the situation. Since I can see it's a part of my weakness, I tend to hype up my self-esteem in order to create a good environment for both parties. And trust me, I have always been anxious for the rest of my life, but it is the faith that people put on me that makes me feel confident and triggers to make this work. Like it has to work. People believe in me. I can't just simply fail this thing. I need to make it work. So eventually it can be, like I said, it can be a part of my weakness, but since people put a faith on me, I need to make it work, and eventually it becomes a part of my strength now. Yeah, so that's, yeah,
That's
something like that.
that's amazing. I see that you have a very unique thinking skill that you can use your weakness and change it become your
Yeah,
strength in that help you developing your career. It's amazing. So for the
yeah.
next question, what are your success habit or hobby that you think it is benefit in developing your career?
mm, I'm not sure about this, but I can be quite bossy sometimes. Well, probably most of the times. And I like to keep things organized. I can be easily disturbed if things are organized properly. And I will try to keep things in order even though it was not my company to begin with. And I think I have the traits of being the boss of my own kind of traits because I like to keep things in my own way. And trust me, my inner soul can be quite depressed if things are not organized and or poor management from the
Oh.
company. Yeah, so I guess that could be the reason why I should consider to establish my very own optical outlet.
I hope one day I can go to your optical outlet.
Oh God, I feel so pressured right now.
So great, it's a great,
Yeah,
great habit. I think that that personality, that habit, that I think it will help you in future. So for the next
they said
question, yeah.
oh yeah, because one more thing that I would like to add on, sometimes they said if a man can provide you anything, then you need to be the man. So I
Oh,
think this could be a phrase for the women out there to, like, be the boss of your own, do your own
yes,
thing. Girl
correct,
power like that.
correct. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's nice to talk with you. I think I get the motivation to keep my my own to so
Okay,
next
understood.
question. What do you consider to be your biggest professional achieve throughout your life, your time being an optometrist?
Okay, I need to tell a brief story about this. Well, since I am not fully work as a full-time optometrist, and I am still currently a part-time optometrist since I'm not graduating yet, um, but still, this is considered as a big professional achievement that I've achieved from the customers of patient. Easy to educate and persuade
Hello.
power or get rid of cataract and many more. So believe me, once we have reached
Alamak, Liza, kalau dia terpadam macam tu, dia safe ke?
yang tu tak pasti. Cuba cek balik.
Macam mana nak check dia?
Pergi dekat ni kot, dekat dokumen, dekat file kan. Cuba tengok dekat download atau dokumen, dekat bahagian Zoom punya folder tu.
Lah, aku selalu elak daripada kena rakam. Ni kena pula seorang-seorang ada ya. Nampaknya. Ini.
Dia.
Hari ni 28. Ada.
Cuba tengok dia stop sampai mana.
Rasa tadi kau tak jawab yang soalan 5 tadi dah.
Ya ke? Okay. Kalau macam tu, aku start balik soalan 5 lah. Jawapan.
Mirza, satu soalan sebelum sambung. Ya Allah, hebatnya BI aku.
Tak, benda ni kena praktis lah, praktis. Nuza ada habit, Nuza tak ramai kawan. Nuza ada habit cakap seorang-seorang depan cermin, cakap English. Memanglah bunyi bodoh, memang bunyi bodoh gila. Sumpah bodoh gila, macam gila kan. Tapi benda tu lah yang akan membantu kita. Sebab kadang kawan sendiri pun macam gelakkan kita kan. Kita pun malu.
Betul.
Lepas tu, and then try kalau contoh macam buat benda macam ni kan. Try tulis, try macam type. Lepas tu try bercakap. Macam contoh sebelum present, tulis je benda panjang apa yang nak present kan. Cakap je sendiri. Peduli apa orang nak kata apa kan. Eventually benda tu yang Nuza progress. Baru better. Memanglah orang kata, buat skrip sebelum presentation. Tak peduli apa aku. Tapi itulah, if you want to start out the best, kena buat. pada tersekat-sekat tengah jalan, rasa stres, macam ya Allah awkward.
Tak, kalau dia
Better
dengar
lah.
orang yang hebat cakap BI, aku cakap aku tak pen. Terus aku terus jadi macam jadi gelagak lah macam.
Secure lah.
Kalau macam present start Tamil cakap, aku habis lah. Sebab dia memang fluence gila bangang.
Macam ni, kalau time present, Nuza pun nervous juga. Tapi, Nuza anggap dia orang tak ada.
Tadi itulah
Anggap
yang
macam kita
cakap.
paling hebat dalam kelas tu. Anggap je sebab, anggap je kalau tak nak buat eye contact ni, buat eye contact dengan lecturer atau jangan pandang dia orang, pandang je kursi kosong. Buat eye contact lah juga kan, tapi kursi kosong. Kira jangan rasa diri tu kecil sangat sebab dia orang pandai speaking apa, tak. Sebab kadang dia orang memang yelah budaya dia orang lain, budaya kita lain kan. So tak apa, nanti ada advice yang satu tu Nuza nak bagi tahu
Okay.
nanti dalam soalan tu. Memang betul lah ada advice macam khas untuk student.
Okay, good. Okay, kita sambung soalan 5. Jawab terus lah. Rasa tadi
Jawab terus,
aku cut.
Okay. I guess that will be gaining the acknowledgement from the customers or patients themselves. You see, it's not easy to educate and persuade to the community to believe in you, especially with all of the not testified products out there claiming their products can reduce your power or gets rid of cataract and many more. Even when I was in my clinical year as a student performing primary eye care clinics for my patients, I can assure you there are so many things they have no idea about. For example, like you see when patient is having a strabismus, they said that no, wearing glasses can make the deviation of the eye even worse. Instead, actually it's a part of the treatment. We need to prescribe them either full or partial corrections. So the thing is, people have no idea about this. So believe me, once you have reached your clinical year, patients compliments you, acknowledge you, you should be grateful and proud because it's not easy to gain that recognition, especially when you are still a student. And so far I have encountered like numerous of patients already, and most of my patients are elderly patients. And trust me, to gain recognition for the elderly is quite tough.
Yes.
And alhamdulillah, it's a very, very good feeling to the point that most of the patients compliments me, wow, you're still a student, yet you managed to explain things very well. And there are so many things that they just knew about it. So for me, to be acknowledged is really a good feeling, and that actually helps me to like boosten up my self-esteem even more to educate people about the things that they should know, the things that they should get rid of. So yeah, that is one of my biggest acknowledgement. Even though I was just a part-timer, I'm not even a full-time optometrist, I'm still learning, I'm still a student, but trust me, it is not my knowledge that helps me this. It is not my knowledge that helps me to gain the acknowledgement. It is more like your own intentions on what exactly you want to do with this career of yours. Merely just make spectacles? No, it has to be more than that. You need to educate people. Then only you can see the progress.
I see. Wow, now I become excited and inspired hearing your experience. I hope that I can follow your step and be as you.
Oh, trust me, you can't be as me. You need to be yourself. Then only you can proceed. That is the best advice I can give to you.
Okay.
Because if you try to be someone else, it won't work. You need to know your own self nature, like how do you interact with people. I am more like a serious kind of person. So obviously we were trying to be serious when you just
it's not
yes,
like
I am
that.
very serious, especially when I do my work.
I see.
Especially when I do my work. So when I tend to be, I have this character being serious. That's why the way I present to people has to be precise, and I need to be strict with them. So there are people like, I don't know how about you, but maybe you are one of those people that was very feminine, like, oh, it's not like that, it's like this. I cannot be like that. I say no means no. You cannot do that. It's not good for you. Okay, there are ways for you to encounter the people. So know yourself better. Know yourself better, then inshallah, you will succeed more than you think you are.
I will find my stuff. So for the next question, so for the next question, what mistake that you have been what mistake have you made along the way and what helps you to keep success in this career?
There obviously has been a lot of mistakes already. And no doubt about it that everyone will make a mistake in their career. Since, like I said before, I am not a full-time optometrist yet. Of course, there will be a lot of mistakes I did as a part-timer. I don't think, but I can tell you about one thing. One experience that I went through recently. I don't think this is my mistake, but some part of me said so. One of my patients has a dense cataract, and she said she doesn't want to do any surgery as she believes even Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never done cataract surgery. So you see the mindset of our people, our community. I did tell her regarding to the complications, but she still insists on not proceeding with the surgery and wishes to proceed with glasses only. I consider this a weakness of mine as well, since I fail to educate, persuade her properly to remove her cataract. Although it was the patient's decision for them to do so, whatever they want, but still, it has been a bummer for me since I couldn't manage to portray a good example as an optometrist. This is exactly what I meant with creating awareness and to correct any misconceptions regarding vision care. So even though, yes, I do admit it's not really our mistake, it's not the optometrist's mistakes, it was never is because we did our best, we did try to persuade them. But for me to be able to like let the patients walk out from your optical shops with like the same mindset, it's kind of a failure for me. I mean, I will do whatever it takes next time to improve my skills to persuade people to change their mindset to the better, for the better. Okay. Especially it's quite hard for Muslim people since they have to like, relate to Nabi Muhammad. I was like, yes, I know it is true, but there's a lot of things, there's a lot of challenges even in Malaysia. So we need to cope with that, and I need to find a way to how exactly to improvise myself to make them believe, and also to make them believe that this scientific things has no sense. So
Yes.
yeah,
Correct.
it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. It is a part of our health. Yeah.
Mm. Yes, quite tough to persuade people, right? If we not have a good skill, and sometimes it's make me feel um
Yeah, sometimes it makes you feel like, oh, I feel like I didn't do a good job.
yes, that's
But
feeling.
the thing is, you did your best. It has been the best job already. You consulted the patient. But there are lots of patients like that. And we also need to respect the decision. But still, that is not the point where we should stop educating people. We should find a way on how to exactly, play with the psychological factors to like make them change their mindset. For example, like, these days they have been like, if you are anti-vax, you cannot go to Haji. It's
Yes.
something like that. You cannot perform your Haji. So are you afraid of the vaccine, or are you afraid of not completing one of the compulsory courses that Allah asked us to do? So that is how you psycho people, in a good
In
way.
a
So
good
that's why they
way.
took the vax.
Yeah,
Yeah, in a
yeah.
good way. You don't psycho for the bad way, okay? So I think we should learn on how to actually tackle with these kind of problems. And I think, optometry is more than vision themselves. We learn a lot of things, lots
Yes,
of things,
a lot
trust
of
me.
things.
And don't worry, once you started working, eventually all those things will coincide with you and you tend to easily tackle with them. So don't worry. Everything needs time and you will have that experience.
Okay, I
Okay.
see. So, seeing that you love to educate people, and I heard that you want to have your own optical shop. So, what is your future plan for, I think, next 5 years regarding your career?
Okay. I am still thinking about it, whether I should proceed my studies and be an educator or start my own business. But whichever it is, I believe in myself that I would have become a better optometrist no matter where I go along with the experience I have. Because I am still thinking about it because I thought of maybe I should pursue my master or maybe I should do my second degree. I am still not sure about it. But
Second
basically,
degree.
yeah, But basically, I'm still thinking about it. I think I should really have like a deep think about this. I cannot just make the decision now.
Yes, yes. That's true. I heard that you want to maybe want to take the second degree, and we have discussed a lot about the optometrist thing. So if you are not an optometrist, what career you would like to explore?
It's either biomedicine or biomedical sciences. Well, they have a bit of similarities, but not quite the same. Because I realized my interest mainly more onto lab-based related to chemistry and biology with the aim to improve and advance medical knowledge. I guess I like to perform some experiments and discover something new that can be used in public health. So yeah, I started to realize this when I was in my second year of studies. I feel like, oh, this is my true nature of interest. I like to be in medical labs, performing experiments, and even by the time when the COVID suddenly struck Malaysia, um, I suddenly feel like, oh, I want to be a part of those people who discover the mechanism of
I
this virus. I want
see.
to, yeah, something like that. Doing something in the medical lab, and then you discover something, even though it's a group work. But I feel like that's my true nature of interest. But still, I don't think I should regret on my choice on choosing optometry in the first place, because that is what I choose. I don't want to torture myself on having these regrets. Yeah, so yeah.
Whatever you choose, I think that you will become successful optometrist and can educate people. Uh,
Inshallah.
so for the last question, what is the best advice can you give to all the newbie optometrists?
Okay, so my piece of advice to students out there: be confident. Be confident for who you are as an optometrist. Don't ever feel small just because you take this field. Some of you may have a bit of regret on choosing this field. As your career, you might think people are not acknowledging you, because we can see that even from the pattern in Malaysia, we can see that, oh, optometrist, oh, you're not a doctor anyway. Yes, we have the people with the mentality of doctors are everything. But
Yes.
trust me, work and sincere intentions, we can make changes about that. And also take your weakness as a part of your strength. It's complicated, but once you got the idea of it, it will be easier for you to tackle your own weakness. And then if you ever feel insecure about yourself, about the choices that you have made, or maybe anything that related to your assignments, just be confident. Be confident about it, okay? But don't overconfident. Now, that is a big piece
Yes.
of advice.
Yes.
Sometimes you think you did the right thing, but actually you're not. This is from my own experience as well. You can be confident if you think that nobody supports you from behind. Like they said, for the women out there, you need to be the man if you don't have any man. You need to be the man of, you need to be the boss of your own. Be the man. That's how I managed to survive all of my anxiety that I faced before. Since nobody's acknowledging me, I tried to do whatever things that I can by trying to gain the acknowledgement from the lecturers first. I'm not sure whether I achieved that or not, because I don't know how exactly the lecturers think of me. But one thing for sure, always tell to yourself, you have done your best. At least you have done your best. You have done your best. You are confident. And one more thing, you need to keep on progressing yourself for the better, no matter how small the matter can be. So that is my piece of advice for the students out there. Be confident, believe in yourself, and take your weakness as a part of your strength. These three things, inshallah, will proceed way better than you think you are. And that is
Inshallah.
exactly how I overcome my anxiety as well.
I see. So it's a very very good advice for our new being optometrist students, and not just an optometrist students, all of the students in this world. So thank you very much for spending time having an interview with me today. It was very wonderful meeting you today, even though it's only via online platform. Hopefully, whoever heard about your experience, your motivation, your advice will get motivated and keep building up their career as successful person in the future. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you too for inviting me for your interview. I wish you all the best for your assignments, and I hope you will become the best optometrist out there, even in MSU itself. Okay,
Okay.
thank you too. So I will end my meeting here. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.